I find it very interesting that people say the hardest thing to do is to start, because I disagree so much. Maybe at the very, very beginning, when you're a novice to many things in life, the hardest thing to do is to start. But as you get some more experience, some more life, some more journeys and paths under your belt, you realize that all starts go a few steps, a few paces, and then you have to go back. You make a mistake, you need to retrace, and that's just part of learning. The problem is that as you get better and better and understand more and more, you can almost peer over the starting line, look ahead a little bit, and know which parts are going to be difficult and which parts are going to be easy and where to go. So to me, the hardest part is not starting. It is starting in the right direction. And it's that decision. It's that sitting there by yourself and thinking, do I know enough to make the right decision or not? And so for me, the hardest part is being in that situation where you know that you don't know enough to definitely make the right decision, but you know enough to not blindly start. And so you are, in a way, stuck in a space where you know you will make the mistake and you want to avoid making the bigger mistake. Now, most people will say, well, that's just procrastination. You're just telling yourself a different story, and you should just get in there, do the thing. It doesn't matter. Just get in, start doing it, start making mistakes. And that's partially correct, because if you can't mentally make up your mind, you have to do it through action. You have to go out and collect more knowledge, more data points, so that you can feel like, oh, this is now an educated guess. I now can do better. But I think that we forget that. We give advice to all of the young people. They're like, just start, just do it. But we brush away this space where we can see the dangers, and so we won't blindly rush into things. And I don't want to say that you need to blindly rush into anything, but realistically, maybe instead of sitting in indecision, what we truly need to be accomplishing is letting go of the data points that are confusing us, that are scaring us. Because we put so much weight into our experience that we forget there are so many other versions of the same exact story and path. That what you think you got and you understood about a situation is only your experience. Now, as you see more and more and different other people experiencing it, maybe you can collect more data. But a lot of times we sit in that space feeling like, my goodness, how could I possibly make this decision and take this action? How could I possibly do all this? I know that the future is wrought with my mistakes and my failures. Why would I ever do this? And there is no good thing for the indecision. The irony is, it is take the first step, right? It is do that part. It is stop analyzing. And I would argue that maybe this advice is now that much more important for us in that stuck analytical phase to just go, do, and fail. Because now, being stuck in it, we are letting more and more emotions add on to this idea. seep into this part and just weigh us down even more. We're adding emotions from our past, we're adding emotions of the fear of the future, and it's weighing us way down. So the question is, how do I start? How do I take that first step? Because if you take the first step and you make the mistake that you knew you were going to make, you're just going to confirm it for yourself. You're just going to tell yourself, look, I knew that I was wrong. See, I need more information. I need to sit back and I need to analyze some more. Obviously, I was right. So instead, it does not take the first step in any random direction or in that whole thing, but taking a step in a completely unknown direction. And what I mean by that is take an uncomfortable step in a task, a field, an industry, a realm that you have never done anything in. Maybe you've never learned how to play piano, and you're thinking about big life decisions. Take a piano lesson. You can look one up online. It doesn't have to cost you anything. But when you transition that thinking of back to the beginner mindset of I'm not going to fear my variety of mistakes and challenges and peer at them as if walking on eggshells, and instead go, oh, I'm going to learn something from this. It tricks your brain into now doing that for more things. And this is the most important and beautiful part, is that when we do something new and different, when we do something that's unexpected for us, uncomfortable for us, we don't just learn about that field, that thing, because across all things that you do, across every attempt that you ever have, one thing will always be the same. You are going to be there, meaning that each time you do it, you will learn something new about you. And it will transfer to everything else. So if you are stuck, the hardest part is the first step, but it's not the first step in the direction you are looking. It is a first step into something completely new so that you realize your footing, you understand your amazing value, capacity, creativity, so that you can tackle the journey that you are so fearful to start with a giant leap forward into the unknown and making it a fantastical failure that springboards you into an incredible future. You got this.